special message behind a couple people's emails, and make sure you guys were able to connect with her. But again, if you saw the live the last 2 weeks ago, most of this is not a Facebook group that you can become a part of. These, you have to join the emergency preparedness groups, and then they allow you into the group. So that way not everybody knows how many guns you got and what you're doing and all the emergency preparedness things. That's not all out in the open. But I'm going to talk to her and make sure that we've gotten that to everybody. Our next meeting, Thursday, March 6th, Christine, thank you for printing these out. This makes it nice to have something in your hand. Jeffrey Rapp, Reclaiming Your Health Sovereignty. I think most of you have one of these, but for the people online, Jeffrey's been here before. He is an author. I'm just going to read this. An Ohio certified volunteer naturalist and a certified native plant specialist. Mr. Rapp is the founder of Fantastic Foragers, an organization dedicated to learning and teaching about how to use plants for food and medicine. He regularly shares his knowledge and love of nature to groups throughout Ohio. He develops and sells natural herbal products. He leads group nature walks to identify Ohio plants. So I think it'd be awesome if we did this summer. I know we talked about it last time we was here about doing it on a Saturday, and our group would go join him on one of these walks. They go walk the trails and he shows you plants and just real practical stuff. So, and I just want to reiterate, me personally and this group want to begin to steer the vision and what we talk about towards emergency preparedness, towards naturalist, that type of lifestyle. You know, everything looks great with Trump and we have the House and the Senate, but don't let your guard down. I think it's always wise to be prepared. And a lot of people are going back to this lifestyle, right, where they're having gardens and they're concerned about what we're eating. And now we have Kennedy in there, the new HHS secretary, which is really amazing. If you really think about what we've been fighting in this epidemic, health epidemic, and then we have Bobby that was confirmed. But it just speaks to the lifestyles that a lot of people are making their shifts, right? They want to grow their food again. And we like to steer the little influence that we have, we like to use it to help steer you back that way. I know I'm really hoping to have a property in the next year and grow plants and have animals. And I want to butcher my own stuff, and it's the lifestyle, man. It's different. And then the March 20th, the last Thursday in March, Russ and Tracy, our own Russ and Tracy, are sitting right over there. They're going to share their experience with homesteading and gardening and all the stuff. They live on a piece of, how much, you guys have property?
27 acres.
27 acres. So for the live streamers, Russ and Tracy come regularly. They drive over an hour to get here. And I just told them I'm so honored that they would drive that far for our own group. It really means a lot. Thank you guys. It really speaks to their heart. And but they're going to be sharing their experience March 20th. So those are the next two meetings. And the only other thing that I was going to mention was just, I want to just touch on the Trump celebration party that I have talked about numerous times. I brought up, we should celebrate what's happening. Okay, the House, the Senate, Bobby Kennedy. How about the confirmation today? Hey. Cash, come on, man! Yes. I mean, for you, real quick, what's the biggest confirmation Trump's got? So somebody shout it out. What do you think's the biggest one? Kennedy? Kennedy? That's what I think personally is Cash, because if you don't start locking them up and bringing some accountability, then nothing matters. Because you can take Doge and expose all the stuff. You can throw the Epstein list. You can put out the Diddy files. You can publicize the JFK files. You can lay it all out on the line. But if nobody goes to jail, and then there's no accountability. And that's the number one thing that I started recognizing when I got involved in politics, is there's no accountability. No one has the cojones to call them out, hold their feet to the fire, hold them accountable, vote them out. We get swayed by their smooth words and by whatever the masses are saying. No, we have to hold the line on this, and we want to see accountability and push our reps, push cash to bring some accountability. So, but to that, the celebration we were talking about having with April 26th, I spoke to Vivek Ramaswamy's team, to his campaign manager about being the speaker, and he said that they want to commit to established events. He said they're gonna, it's definitely gonna run for governor. They want to have some established events. So I said, well, hey, Wayne County is where I'm from, and our central committee is trying to get you to come to our Lincoln Day dinner. I said, why don't you go respond to the chair that's been, and so 2 days later I got a message from the chair of the Wayne County Party, and he said, hey, thank you, Vivek's coming to our Lincoln Day dinner. So I feel pretty good about that, and it gives me a little bit of credibility in the central committee, because it's all about who you know and how much people respect you if you want to make a difference. And so April 26th in Worcester at the Greystone Event Center. If anyone would like to come, you guys are going to be able to go on WayneCountyRepublicanParty.com on their Facebook page and buy tickets. That's going to be, the tickets will be up in sometime in the next week. My business, Clearview Windows, is going to sponsor a table of 8, so I'm going to have 8 seats available. And how generous I feel, I might just give 8 seats to, but I will buy one table. It has 8 chairs, and my business will sponsor a table. So if anybody wants to go, please talk to me. Vivek will be a speaker April 26th.
Jason, you don't have a date for the victory party.
And so the victory party, because of that, the victory party is getting pushed out. And I'm going to be totally honest, I got really excited about it. I talked a big game. I brought it up to my central committee, and I really looked under the hood, I would say, of what it takes to plan something like this at an event center, a DJ, a food catering service, somebody that can run video up on the screen. We want to play like, video clips of Trump, and think about Trump announcing in 2015, I'm running for president, all the way to him being reelected. There's a lot of really good stuff, and I want that stuff playing on a screen. So if you plan an event like that, I realize, I'll admit, it's a little bigger of an undertaking than I had initially thought. And so I'm not going to say definitively we're going to do it, because if I do feel like we need a speaker of some caliber. And I don't know how I feel about trying to get Vivek to come back to this area when he was just in Wayne County on April 26th. And I know he's also going to be in Tuscarawas County in Joanne. Do you remember the date?
March 22nd, allegedly.
March 22nd is the Lincoln Day dinner in Tuscarawas County, and they believe Vivek's going to be there as well. And I was just invited today to I don't know if it's private, but to a special party where Vivek's going to make the big announcement in Strongsville next Tuesday. So we know what it is. The announcement is going to be his run for governor. And I know dang well I'm going to back him all the way, 100%. Do you have something else to say, Joanne?
Yeah, I'm just going to tell people that the tickets for the Lincoln Day dinner, not quite in cement, but I believe $75. It's at the Kent State Tuscarawas Campus Performing Arts Center.
Kent State Arts Center.
Yeah, that includes the dinner and to listen to Vivek speak
And the
afterwards.
speaker, okay?
There are tickets that are more to have a reception up on
Okay.
the floor with Vivek, but I'm not
Okay.
sure what those are.
So the Kent, where's it at again?
Kent State University.
Kent State University,
Tuscarawas branch.
Tuscarawas branch.
Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
And if you just want to go see Vivek, it's $10.
Just to see Vivek speak, it's $10. Guys, Vivek is going to be all over the state, and the reason I want to just end with this is that I believe that the Swamp, like DeWine, will put one of their boys in the game before it's all said and done. And I know it's easy to think Vivek's going to run away with it, but once you get the big money and the big dogs and the Swamp behind somebody, and they will go after Vivek. They will lay out every dollar he ever made and spent, and somebody will come out with an accusation. And so my goal and vision with our group is to, if we have a third candidate that comes out, I'm going to personally sit down with that third candidate and ask him to please step out. You know, the Joe Blystone, the Jim Renacci race against Mike DeWine, that's why we lost. If I could do it over again, I would sit down and do everything in my power to get one of them to quit. I mean, obviously I probably couldn't, but that is what I felt like I didn't do. And that's why Mike DeWine is still our governor. We cannot have some overzealous farmer try to run for governor in 2026. I'm going back to Vivek. You know, and I'll say this, I am not totally comfortable with him, fully how he makes money. I'm not saying he's the greatest moral being, but I'm saying he's anti-swamp. He's anti-establishment. He's also talking about, I'm sure Mr. Massey will talk about this, but Vivek is talking about tax, removing Ohio tax. There is a campaign right now of talking about taxes and how abolishing taxes. The Federal Reserve, the state taxes, there are already states that don't have state taxes. Property taxes is the one that we can hit very directly and have the most success when you go after one issue like that. So carry the torch, guys. If you're online, share it. When they come to speak about this, let's help the movement, share the live, and let's carry the torch to abolish property tax. It's unconstitutional, and it's dang sure not American. All right, come on up, guys. That's all I got. Give them a hand, guys. Appreciate you guys coming out.